Here are even more celebrities who have bashed Meghan Markle publicly. There was Sharon Osbourne. Now, during an interview on Piers Morgan's Uncensored, Sharon Osbourne actually criticized Harry and Meghan's docuseries
is trash. But there's nothing about themselves, you know,
for what she perceived as excessive whining. And one of the things that she pointed out was Meghan Markle's comments about the lunch with the Queen. And she said that it was like a medieval times experience, which is sort of putting like a Disney type juvenile experience on the whole thing. And it just is not an accurate depiction of what a lunch with the Queen would actually be like. Osbourne expressed her view further, stating this: you know what? You have a great life. You have a beautiful family and you are so much in love. Move on, get a life and move on. There was also Jeremy Clarkson, and he's the former host of Top Gear, and he faced a lot of backlash after making some pretty controversial remarks about Meghan Markle in his column for The Sun. Now, in particular, he received criticism for expressing a wish that Meghan Markle be treated similar to Cersei Lannister in the Game of Thrones when she did her walk of shame. If you guys seen Game of Thrones and you remember that scene, yeah, you can see why it caused so much controversy for Jeremy Clarkson to say this. In response to all the backlash though, Jeremy Clarkson took to Twitter to issue an apology for his what is called clumsy reference. While he did express dislike for Meghan and Harry's docuseries, he did acknowledge the need to apologize for the insensitive comment that he made regarding Meghan Markle. Next up, we have Howard Stern. Now, the radio host Howard Stern is known for expressing his opinion openly, and he didn't hold back when discussing the royal family on his SiriusXM show.
Sometimes that will rub people the wrong way, that's my whole career.
And this is what he had to say: it's been painful.
They come off like such whiny I gotta tell you, man, I just don't get it.
Howard Stern acknowledged Prince Harry's frustration with the monarchy due to how they treated his mother, Princess Diana, and he stated this: I get Prince Harry being off at the monarchy for his mother, so you got my empathy there. But Jesus Christ, when those two start whining about wow, and they don't like me, and Meghan wants to be beloved in this country, but man, oh man. Megyn Kelly also bashed Meghan Markle publicly, and she's an American journalist and podcast host of the Megyn Kelly Show. And she's definitely no stranger for expressing her criticism of Meghan Markle.
Like to Oprah, and on Spotify, and in New York Magazine, and in a memoir, and, well, you get the point.
She had labeled a docuseries about Meghan and Harry as uninspiring and insufferable, going as far as calling it a straight-up insult.
Aw, so sweet.
Continuing her support for Prince Harry though, Megyn Kelly suggests that he requires genuine therapy to address his past mental traumas, rather than going to his annoyingly woke wife, Meghan, and this is according to Megyn Kelly.
The series also makes clear the roots of Harry's newfound annoying wokeness. Yes, it's his wife's influence for sure.
Her comments did add some fuel to the ongoing feud surrounding Meghan Markle and her relationship with the British royal family. Then there was Katy Perry. Now this one is a little bit of a different tone, but back in 2018, shortly after Meghan's wedding to Prince Harry at St. George's Chapel in Windsor Castle, Katy Perry, she shared her thoughts on the Givenchy wedding gown that Meghan wore. And about Meghan's dress, this is what Katy Perry had to say. It got her in some really hot water with Meghan. She said, I would have done one more fitting. And she said this actually before praising the Alexander McQueen dress that Princess Kate Middleton wore when she got married to William back in 2011. But Katy Perry took things a little bit further when she added this comment. Kate won. I'm sorry. I'm never not gonna tell the truth. One more fitting, but I love you. And currently, it's reported that Meghan Markle is holding a huge grudge against Katy Perry due to these wedding dress comments. These celebrities have publicly defended Meghan Markle in the face of all of the drama surrounding her. There was Beyonce. On her website, in celebration of International Women's Day, Beyonce commended Meghan Markle for her bravery and leadership. The message expressed gratitude to Meghan for her inspiring leadership and courageous actions, which have empowered many people and uplifted many people. Now, this is not the first instance that Beyonce has publicly expressed admiration for Meghan Markle and defended her publicly. Like during their acceptance speech at the 2019 Brit Awards, Beyonce and her husband Jay-Z stood in front of a portrait of Meghan Markle, and this showcased their support and approval of her. Next up is the women's tennis champion Serena Williams, who's actually a close friend of Meghan Markle. She was among the guests also at their 2018 royal wedding. After the criticism following the Oprah interview with Meghan, Serena publicly defended her friend. According to Serena, Meghan has enlightened her on genuine nobility. Serena acknowledged that she too has personally faced discrimination because of her gender and skin color from institutions and the media, and she stands with Meghan and she believes all of Meghan's claims. Another celebrity who publicly defended Meghan Markle was Chrissy Teigen. Model and TV personality Chrissy Teigen has come to the defense of Meghan Markle. Chrissy Teigen shared her support for Meghan, stating that the issue hits close to home for her. Drawing from her own experience of a miscarriage back in the year 2020, Chrissy Teigen, she empathized with Meghan Markle and called out the relentless scrutiny from the press. Now, this was in reference to Meghan's miscarriage back in 2017, where Meghan actually blamed it on being hounded by the press all the time. Patrick J. Adams also defended Meghan Markle. Before she was a duchess, Meghan Markle gained fame as an actor on the popular TV series Suits, and her former co-star Patrick J. Adams, who portrayed Mike Ross on the show, who interestingly was also her love interest on the show, has openly addressed the attacks that Meghan has endured on social media. In particular, he expressed his sadness over the continuous stream of hate directed at her from various media outlets. Even before the infamous Oprah interview aired, Patrick J. Adams, he took to Twitter to express all of his frustrations with everything that's going on with Meghan Markle. And he also urged the press to direct their scrutiny elsewhere and stop subjecting Meghan to scolding, criticism, and torment. Another defender of Meghan Markle is from the girl group Little Mix, and this is Leanne Pinnock. She took to Instagram to share a heartfelt message dedicated to Meghan Markle. In her lengthy caption, Leanne Pinnock, she highlighted the unfortunate reality that famous individuals, especially women and women of color, are often subjected to baseless criticism and scrutiny once they achieve widespread recognition. She also praised Meghan's bravery and determination to speak out against the inadequacies of the royal system by sharing her own experience and bringing it to everybody's attention. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have been making a ton of enemies in Hollywood, and they are most likely going to make many more enemies. However, surprisingly, they have made some pretty famous celebrity allies as well. So let's take a look at some of the most famous Hollywood friends of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry.
Wow, you're pretty.
Good. You've hit on me. We can get it out of the way that I am not interested.
No, I'm sorry. I wasn't hitting on you.
Trust me.
Right off the top, we have Beyonce and Jay-Z. So Beyonce and Jay-Z, they pretty much formed a more recent than not relationship with Harry and Meghan, and they knew about each other from before, but they didn't really officially meet until Jay-Z and Beyonce attended the London opening of The Lion King back in 2019. And during their first meeting on the red carpet there, that's when Beyonce reportedly offered some parenting advice to the new parents at the time, Harry and Meghan, which she highlighted the importance of them as a couple, just making sure that they take time for themselves now that they introduce a child into the world. Next up, we have Oprah. Oprah attended Meghan and Harry's 2018 wedding, and while we're not necessarily certain how their friendship began, it's clear that she's been a pillar of support since they stepped back from their royal duties.
There is a conversation. Hold up.
There's
Stop
several
right now.
There's several conversations.
There's a
about it.
conversation with you.
With Harry.
And I mean, who wouldn't want to seek Oprah's advice on a major life choice if given the chance, right? And the royal couple, of course, they did just that. They leveraged their friendship with Oprah, and allegedly they sought her guidance on their new life, and Oprah encouraged them to embark on their post-Buckingham Palace journey. Of course, Oprah did give them a platform too when she interviewed them, where they aired all the dirty laundry of the royal family. Yeah, we remember that interview.
Concerns and conversations about how dark his skin might be when he's born.
What?
But Oprah also downplayed her role humbly with Meghan and Harry in terms of how she helped them. And she said that they don't really need her to make decisions for them and their family, because she wishes them all the best and knows that they can do it themselves. With that said though, there have been some reports saying that Oprah, has been distancing herself from Harry and Meghan just because of the drama surrounding them. From there, let's move on to Elton John. Elton John, the legendary British singer, is reportedly a loyal friend. Having known the royal family since the 1970s, he shares a deep connection with Princess Diana, which is Harry's late mother. Believing that intrusive tabloid press contributed to Diana's tragic passing, Elton John has been a vocal advocate for Prince Harry and Meghan. And also, in response to media criticism of their departure from royal duties, he took to social media, and this is what he had to say in his own words. "I highly respect and applaud both Harry and Meghan's commitment to charity, and I'm calling on the press to cease these relentless and untrue assassinations on their character that are spuriously crafted on an almost daily basis." The next friend Meghan and Harry have is Serena Williams. Of course, she is the renowned tennis star. They first met back in 2014 at a charity event and quickly formed a strong friendship. Over the years, they maintained a close friendship, supporting each other through thick and thin. And Serena Williams and her husband Alexis Ohanian were present at their royal wedding and hosted Meghan Markle's baby shower in New York City in 2019. Now, with Serena Williams' daughter Olympia and Meghan Markle's son Archie and now daughter Lilibet, there's definitely a whole lot of opportunities for them to have some celebrity play dates now that they both are residing in the United States. George and Amal Clooney are also friends of Harry and Meghan. And by the way, Harry and Meghan, they have expressed their desire to broaden their humanitarian efforts, and who better to guide them than their friends, Amal Clooney, right? She's a human rights lawyer, by the way, and her husband, of course, George Clooney, he's an award-winning actor. As a matter of fact, even King Charles himself honored Amal Clooney by naming an award after her, which was a sign of their close ties to both the royal family as well as Hollywood. So the Clooneys, 100% power couple. They first connected with Meghan and Harry at a charity event pre-marriage, and their friendship has endured, allegedly endured anyways. The Clooneys attended the royal wedding and also joined the after party at Frogmore Cottage. And since that time, Harry and Meghan have been enjoying some vacations at the Clooneys' Lake Como villa. But there have been some recent reports suggesting that the Clooneys also are trying to keep their distance from Meghan and Harry because of all the controversy that they've been wrapped up in. So who knows how close they really are today. Next in line is Tyler Perry. He's a prominent figure in Hollywood with an extensive track record in film production as well as stage plays. And he is a valuable resource for Harry and Meghan as they venture into filmmaking. Meghan and Prince Harry have secured deals with Netflix, as we all know, and they've established their own production company, and they're gearing up for even more documentary and film projects, maybe even TV shows.
For me, it's very important to meeting with the right organizations behind the scenes quietly.
And Tyler Perry likely has provided them with some mentoring and support in their film endeavors. One notable sign of their friendship also was when he graciously allowed Harry and Meghan to use one of his LA homes when they were trying to figure out their own living arrangements while they transitioned to life in California. Priyanka Chopra is also another good friend of the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. She's a Bollywood superstar turned Hollywood superstar, And Meghan and Priyanka Chopra, they first crossed paths back in 2016 at a Women in Television event. And that's where they shared passions for acting and philanthropy, and that sparked a lasting friendship. And since then, Priyanka Chopra has been a friend to Meghan. Priyanka Chopra applauds Meghan Markle's involvement in organizations such as World Vision and One Young World, along with her focus on environmental issues. And having been present at the royal wedding and Meghan's baby shower, Priyanka Chopra continues to be a supportive friend, even though Meghan couldn't attend her December 2018 wedding to Nick Jonas. Funny man and TV host James Corden comes next. He shares a long-standing friendship with Prince Harry and was even a guest at his wedding. Prince Harry went a step further and requested that James Corden deliver a comedic performance at the private reception held at Frogmore Cottage. And James, of course, gladly entertained the reception after he got the invite. Getting into the political arena, we have Michelle Obama. Yeah, it appears that the royal Sussexes have a connection with the Obamas, with Meghan Markle and the former First Lady of the United States, Michelle Obama, having met to discuss women's empowerment issues. Both of them also spoke at the Girl Up event, and the royal couple and the first couple share a Hollywood connection as they have the same speaking agent. Interesting. And by the way, this connection here also fueled some speculation that Meghan could actually be planning to enter politics in the not too distant future. And lastly, Meghan has the support of her Suits castmates. Meghan Markle has maintained friendly ties with many of the actors from the TV show Suits, the show that she was on before entering the royal family.
You were unfairly punished, and I would like to officially just welcome you back.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Patrick J. Abrams, Gina Torres, Sarah Rafferty, Gabriel Macht, as well as Rick Hoffman and Abigail Spencer all attended the royal weddings, and those are all actors from Suits. And even Patrick J. Abrams, who played her love interest, Mike Ross, on the show Suits, also has defended Meghan Markle publicly after she faced a ton of backlash for speaking out against the royal family. So back in December of 2022, the Netflix docuseries Harry and Meghan gained a lot of attention worldwide. However, YouTuber Shallon Lester was unaware of her involvement in the series until friends actually started telling her that she was featured in the 5th episode.
But you know what? That's where we differ. Because they did decide to include me in their new Netflix documentary. Their Netflix documentary that has a seemingly unlimited number of episodes.
And Shallon Lester was completely surprised, and she was confused by her inclusion in the series.
So if you're a Netflix subscriber, go ahead and watch episode 5 of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's Festival of Bullshit and fast forward to about the 29-minute mark.
And she wasn't contacted at all, so she was wondering why did they put me in there? She wasn't even given an opportunity to provide her perspective on things, so of course, she's just completely shocked at this moment.
First, I want to say that no one from Netflix, Bot Sentinel, Harry, or Meghan ever reached out to me for comment, ever reached out to me or to YouTube for permission, per my managers. And, you know, why would they reach out to people who can speak and argue for a living to get a comment? That's not how I'd play it.
And after watching the segment herself, she was just in disbelief that it actually insinuated that she was involved in a coordinated online smear campaign against Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. So immediately she reached out to her mom and then contacted her lawyers, and she expected that her appearance in the series was going to be related to people expressing negative opinions about the couple online.
After private correspondences with their family are leaked, the couple make a crucial decision, and ensuing online campaigns turn chilling.
As she does on her opinion-based YouTube channel. This is pretty common. People express negative opinions about people all the time. However, she claims that the docuseries made false and defamatory allegations against her, which ended up impacting her content creation business.
Misinformation is a global humanitarian crisis.
Let's just start there. Misinformation is a global humanitarian crisis.
And she had this to say in a video that she made about this. It's defamation, it's slander, it's mischaracterization, and you know what else it is? Misinformation. And then she also added this. And believe me when I say I'm pursuing every opportunity to nail their bleep to the wall for this. During the Harry and Meghan docu-series, an interview with Bot Sentinel CEO Christopher Bouzy was featured discussing their findings that 70% of online hate against Meghan Markle could be traced back to a small number of Twitter accounts.
So now we have the picture of all of these nasty tweets about Meghan. All these nasty, you're a nasty fake bitch, you're not with him, you're fake nasty, whatever, like crazy.
While the identities of the women involved were not revealed, Shallon Lester was shown among the 3 women presented on screen. And Shallon Lester, who's a journalist herself turned YouTuber, known for her commentary on dating and celebrity topics and things like that, compared the situation to someone seeing their face flash across the screen in a documentary about Jeffrey Epstein. That's how bad it was for her.
All women, all white. I mean, I think one chick is maybe Latin, I don't know.
Shallon Lester strongly denied any involvement in any type of online smear campaign against Meghan Markle and Harry, and she just completely was just mystified by the lack of evidence or proof that was provided in the documentary.
So again, hold up, we're not the typical trolls. Okay, we've established that we're not trolls because we have an audience.
She also pointed out that there was no traceable footprint of her involvement at all because, for one, her Twitter account is private and she has not tweeted in years. So then, following the documentary, Shallon Lester, she claimed to have experienced personal attacks in her Instagram DMs and YouTube comments from fans of Meghan and Harry. Also, she stated that there has been a noticeable decrease in brands wanting to work with her since the release of the documentary. So currently, at time of filming this video, Shallon Lester and her attorney are in the process of gathering information and conducting research to prepare for potential legal action. While no legal action has been taken yet, Shallon Lester is focused on getting an apology and holding everyone who was involved accountable. And she did mention too that financial compensation would also be appreciated. So it's a strong chance that Harry and Meghan will be sued over this.